Good morning, everyone. It's Karen Rowe with Front Row Seat, and this is episode 5 of our vlogging series on how to write a book in 6 weeks or less. So today we're going to be talking about spoon feeding your tasks. So people generally find a book really overwhelming and they don't know how to break it down, right? So they get so caught up in the technician role and the mechanics of it that they can't just sit down and write. So one of the ways to do that is by spoon feeding your tasks. Martha Beck calls this playing halvesies. So essentially what you want to do is have a goal and then keep breaking it down in half until the goal is so simple that it would be an embarrassment for you not to complete the goal. So sometimes our goals tend to be so broad and far-reaching that they're going to be immediately sabotaged by your inner critic. So we start with what we think are realistic goals, but most of the time they're not. So otherwise, you know, if they had been realistic, we already would have done them. So having a goal to write a book is, you know, it's not manageable, right? So you need to break that down a little bit. So if your goal is to write a book, that's great. How do we break that down a little bit? Well, you spoon feed it. So the first thing is do an outline, okay? I still think that's too broad and far-reaching. So break it down again, spoon feed a little bit more. So how about creating a mind map? Okay, what are you going to talk about and how are you going to break those chapters up? Break it down even more. I think it can be still too daunting a task to even look at mind mapping. How about writing the first chapter? Still too big? Spoon feed it. Write the first 2 pages. Still too big? Keep spoon feeding. How about writing 1 paragraph? Is that still too big? Then keep on going, right? Write a sentence. So now you're at the point where it would really be an embarrassment if you couldn't write a sentence, right? So you just set yourself up for success by creating a no excuse zone. And what would a smaller portion of that sentence be if that's still too much for you? Smaller portion would be opening a folder on your computer and naming it something awesome and inspiring. You can do that, right? Yeah.